Welcome back to another episode of Not For The Weak-Minded. This is another article I'm just trying to go whip through because there's lots. Earth may be at the centre of the universe. So the Sloan Digital Sky Survey and the Planck Wink Wink satellite data confirm the Copernican model of the universe may be faulty. Recent space probe data readings from the so-called cosmic microwave background and sky surveys by the Sloan Earth-based digital telescope mapping the visible stars from the Earth has revealed that our Milky Way in brackets is at the axis or centre of the known universe as we know it. Now I'm gonna whip to another video after this about what this alignment is called, and why it's aptly named the axis of evil, and what would happen when you type the axis of evil in, and what you get first, rather than, you know, the truth, which is that there is an alignment with the Earth and the stars, and that the Earth is at the center. Okay, based on obviously this, your interpretation would be that it's the sun that's at the center, not the Earth. But no, mistakenly, it's the Earth that's at the center of the known, you know, comma of brackets, universe. Because everything, all these terms you must kind of put to one side or use, but have a different interpretation of in your mind. So I prefer to say space than the universe. So this discovery and affirmation of galaxy mapping over 20 years may revise modern science view that the Earth is not just a random planetary system, but in fact may hold something divine, being in the center of the heavens. So the Earth, from observations of the stars from the Earth, forget the satellite stuff, just the observations from Earth based digital telescope mapping the stars shows that the Earth seems to be at the center and the stars rotate around a stationary Earth. Okay, the cosmic microwave background test is said to have the afterglow of the Big Bang. Now obviously this is a lie. The Big Bang theory is not based on truth. It's based on mathematics and core principles which are based on lies. That the universe is forever expanding, redshift and all that. And that's not true because it's water, right? And now the Earth, not the sun, is at the center of what we would call the universe, but I would say that, you know, space is going around the Earth. Okay. NASA's Planck probe was able to fully map an image of the known universe. The arrow at the bottom left of the digitally enhanced galaxy map above points out that the Earth is at the center of everything and that all galaxies seem to be meticulously aligned geometric web around Earth and the Milky Way as the center of the known universe. Right? Okay, so the Earth is at the center. Even if you want to beef the Big Bang theory and that satellites are real and then they go to space, the Earth is still at the center of the Milky Way, and that is at the center of the known universe. Okay, scientists have found the same CBM line of the visible cosmos from the sky. Space probe and ground digital telescope data gathering projects have created a very interesting map of the known universe. Galaxies are aligned in concentric spheres around the Earth and the Milky Way, and that of the cosmic microwave background converges on the Earth along its equator and on its axis, making the Earth the center of the known universe. This thing is called the axis of evil. I'll do a short video next. So this is the images. It's fascinating, to say the least. And only we really knew what satellites really was, what they really did on this test, which you're gonna have to go deeper into the experiment to find out itself, the Planck satellite experiment from NASA, what they really did to map this inside the dome. The SDSS three-dimensional map is the latest visual map of the known universe visible from the Earth. I guarantee this has been lasered. They've got things in low Earth orbit that have been laser in space, and that this has been for the last 20 years, and that this is a LiDAR projection of space, the universe. I guess that's how I believe they did it, but I can't prove it. I'll try. I'll go to the experiment, see what they did with what the tools they used within the experiment to map the cosmic, microwave background radiation test, which doesn't prove the Big Bang Theory right at all. Each point represents a galaxy with around 100 billion stars each. Again, we're going to have to reaffirm what is the known universe. Galaxies are coloured according to the ages of their stars, with the redder, more stronger clusters points showing older galaxies. What if the colours represent actual frequencies, and they've mapped it as well? They've somehow mapped the frequencies of space, and if it's true, I mean, it's a remarkable piece of engineering to get to do this, to convince, incredible. So NASA and Jacobi and WMAP and Planck were initially sent out to find proof of evidence of the Big Bang by measuring the cosmic background radiation as a uniform energy fallout across space, or isotropic energy dispersal. Okay, we'll have to look into that later. But the satellite probes showed the map of the universe was not a uniform dispersal of stars in chaos, but had galaxies aligned in 7 known concentric circles, each, wink wink, 250 million light years apart along the axis of the Earth. I might use this stuff to actually go and put my interpretation of where all the stars are as well in my model. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? See, so much to do. It's crazy. So see where they are and see where the clusters are in 7 clusters within the waters of the heavens. 250 million light years. Ridiculous. Copernican principle would remark that the Earth's Milky Way is just one among random galaxies, one that may be at the corner of the known universe as previously believed, but the data map of the universe shows that the Earth and the Milky Way, as factually depicted, are really located at the center of the known universe. Does this impact anyone that believes in, has this impacted the stuff that you learn at school? This isn't new, these articles. The so-called axis, where all other galaxies seemingly align with the Earth, was given the name, here we go, the axis of evil, deliberately, because it went against all previously accepted scientific and cosmological theories of Copernican cosmological model. Do you hear that? Which is currently mathematically out by 1 in 120 zeros after it, making it the biggest mismatch in scientific history. Yet the television keeps you programmed to that reality. And I keep telling people you need to start again, and all these terms need to be chucked to one side, and you need to literally start again. The previously cult favorite Carl Sagan Cosmos TV show, another Freemason, espousing random chaos coming together to form intelligent life, now looks like it has lost all credibility, as the data from Planck probe and the SD Sky survey are now reinforcing the truth that the universe came into being not by any Big Bang, but because it was created. There is also an observably large and systematic difference between the size of the quasars and galaxies between the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, something that is not supposed to occur if the Big Bang was a uniform isotropic energy release. So they've been wrong. Big Bang Theory, the current cosmological principles are wrong. Do you get that? Astrophysicists have written technical papers explaining why the Planck data establishes factual evidence that multipolar arcs are of far-off galaxies actually sync in concentric geometries with the axis and equator of the Earth, meaning that they go around a stationary Earth, and that the universe is not forever expanding. The Earth is stationary. They're not light years away because space is water. This unbelievably gives credence to the ancient dictum that the stars in the heavens revolve around the Earth. It is a coincidence, there's no such thing, that most Copernican cosmic model believers insist is an impossible event or some abbreviation or observed data. So it's wrong. According to, all this data is wrong. That's why they did 3 of these tests to prove it, because people didn't want to believe the first one. That's why they did Kobe and the other one. And then Planck, and obviously the 20-year observation, and then, this is the findings. According to the Muslim holy teachings, the measurement of time created matter and space were already in existence prior to the universe existing. So it was created. There was an existing order with physical laws already present. The universe is in fact internal, and an intelligent divine creator actually designed its clockwork mechanisms. Yes, it's based on the Great Circle, and time is determined by the stars, which is 3,600 years. The errors in the Carl Sagan show Cosmos are in fact glaring errors, because all of the foundations of chaotic star-filled universe managing itself in its own and having the Earth as not being special and just being one among many planets simply just falls apart, because this Earth is created, the universe is created, you're created. Everything you've been taught is a lie based on false principles about everything, and all the theories are wrong. You must chuck them away and start again. So the energy signature axis of the CMB radiation show that the Earth is the center from where all the other stars and galaxies are aligned. There are supposedly, you need to reinterpret what the stars are. You need to understand that planets aren't planets, they're cymatic frequency devices like Mars. Like I said, you gotta chuck away everything and start again, and you literally have to look at the core principles of how this reality really works. Looking with your eyes proves that the sun is local. It's not a ball of gas, it's a technological device. Looking at the sky is blue means that it's because of that fact that the sun's a technological device. Technically, it means there's a secondary light in all intents and purposes. Where is that secondary light? Is it part of the dome creation, which is what my speculation is? Absolutely, I believe so. Using the knowledge of the rainbow? Is it on a timer? I think so. There are supposedly 4 physics, astronomy, celestial experts that have, in one way or another, proven that the universe might actually be the so-called heavens that revolve around the Earth. All of these experiments have been covered up and are not taught in major physics departments of schools because of the kind of knowledge that they prove that prove the Earth is at the center of the universe. Even Einstein, in his general theory of relativity, also remarked that the geocentric cosmos is actually a plausible astronomical model which functions perfectly even with the inclusion of gravity in Einstein's calculations. Einstein does not include in his calculations the ether, which is water of space, therefore everything that is his is wrong too. The most mysterious factual coincidence may be the physical representation, although he did, put it in originally and then took it out and put it in again and took it out. Representation of the cosmos on the Earth itself via sacred geometry measurements, the belt of Orion. Let me start again. Why? The most mysterious factual coincidence, there's no such thing as coincidence, may be the physical representation of the cosmos on the Earth itself via sacred geometry, listen, measurements, the belt of Orion and the triangle of the Pleiades and the Sirius star system are mapped on the Earth in Africa, with the pyramids indicating the Orion belt and Sirius star marked near Italy. If the Earth really is the focal point of creation, there was no Big Bang to create the stars and galaxies. Astrophysics have to rework their theories and seriously reconsider proof that there may be a divine creator whose intelligent design put things into place in the heavens and on Earth. Boom! Please share this, like and subscribe.